He was, but now things are better.
I am having issues with Skype recognizing my FireWire camera. So what I have to do is I have to have it first. I have to have it automatically start video when a call comes in. Otherwise, the button will be grayed out. And only have it set on the iSight camera. And then once the connection is made, then I can switch to the HV30, and it'll go through just fine.
Because that's how it just works.
That's right.
Ooh.
It's for your convenience, Tom.
Exactly.
How would you know where to look at in the beginning?
I don't understand why Skype has just gotten so enragingly bad for so many people. And
they've been nice about contacting me. They want me to send them my logs, but getting the logs doesn't work. And
well, that's not helpful. Send us your logs. Well, I can't find them.
They made the Skype for Mac a lot like Skype for Windows, which has confused a lot of us. Like, why is it just one window? Why does it suck?
Why does it suck? Huh?
That should be in the FAQ for Skype 5. Why does it suck? We hear this question frequently.
I mean, do you think that the point is that they just want to start developing more of a similar version for Mac and Windows? And that's why the Mac version has changed so much recently?
I mean, it's got that
thing is, it's still very different.
Yeah, it's almost like it's the opposite. Like they want to have some.
I haven't upgraded,
fancy...
so I actually don't know because I just don't want issues.
Don't do it. Upgrade.
I'm not.
I should downgrade, frankly.
Or keep both. Just rename one, and you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Just have.
Because you might
Skype,
need it for some reason.
Skype and Skype New.
Skype Horrible, as I still call it.
It's not that bad.
Is that what you call
it? It really is called Skype Horrible on my desktop. That's how I know it's Skype 5.
I could Skype from Windows today. Actually, I'm home, but I just didn't bother.
That's a great story. Thanks for sharing.
So, Tom, for anybody who might not have heard, why are you home and not here anyway?
Because I got a plane to catch.
Aha.
Flying out to Honolulu to take part in the Honolulu Mac and Apple User Society Springfest.
Cool.
That's the oldest excuse in the book.
Really?
Are they? It's the first thing I think of.
Yes, exactly. It's a total lie.
He's really just going.
They invited me, but I said I didn't have time for that kind of frivolities.
No, actually, that's what they said. We couldn't get Patrick Beja, so we decided to settle on you.
I've had a Mac for almost, I think, 4.5 months now, so I'm qualified.
Really? You've only had a Mac for 4.5 months? I thought you used a Mac a long time ago.
I knew you were going to throw it back at me like that.
I'm not throwing it back at you. I just thought... so you were lying, is what you're saying.
Oh, you're just being mean.
On iPad today, earlier, Leo had to admit that this whole time he had built this elaborate story about when he would demo Slingbox. It was because he was... sometimes the channel would change, and it was Jennifer back at home watching her stories. Mm-hmm. And then finally today, he admitted, actually, this is just a corporate account, and it's someone at Slingbox who's just confused.
That's
Probably
funny.
Doing some testing on the same account. It's like, wait a second, you've built up this whole thing, this legacy
thing, yeah.
of how on Thursday you're always catching your wife watching Real Housewife reruns. Actually, it's someone at Slingbox who likes the Real Housewives of New York.
Or is that also another story he's telling too much?
I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah. Like, you never know with Mr. Laporte.
Monsieur Laporte.
Which is actually a French name. Did I say that already?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And his name is actually Leo.
Ooh. Well, there you go.
Yes, that is also true. Leo Gordon.
Kind of...
And his social is... He grew up on the following street. His mother's maiden name. He's a member of the PlayStation Network. That information's out there anyway. Wow, are you sporting leather today, Iyaz?
Yeah, I'm just a little cold.
Oh, check it.
It's like 75 outside.
He just knew he was going to be on with, a French person, so he had to style it up.
He's wearing Speedos and a leather jacket.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah, that's why we cut the camera there.
Blurry. Got a little blurs. That's better.
And yes, Tom, I actually only got a Mac a few months ago. I didn't have one before.
I really wasn't trying to be mean. I thought I remembered you having a Mac before. That was all.
That looks better.
The only reason I didn't even think of that as being mean is I don't feel like having a Mac is some cool thing. It's just
that's what I was going to. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, it doesn't sound mean because having a Mac is not a defect.
Yeah, not having a Mac is perfectly acceptable.
In some circles.
It's no different than having a Lenovo or...
Well... Yeah, I did a big thing, and, I even made a post on my blog saying I now feel like I'm a better person or better than most people.
Well, you've had an iPhone for a long time, and maybe I did that chauvinistic thing where you assume someone who has an iPhone also uses a Mac. Yeah, that's definitely not true.
So back then I was a little bit better than most people, but then, I got the MacBook, so I became really better than most people.
Right. I think Iyaz is approaching today's show as if it were a motorcycle.
Is that what I'm doing?
I wonder if Jason, by the way, Jammer B's running our board today because Jason is on vacation. And
not in Hawaii.
No, to Atlanta, which obviously anyone who's been following the news in the U.S., there's been quite a bit of damage down in the southern states. Yeah. I mean, it's really, really devastating. Alabama hit particularly hard, so I hope he got out okay this morning. I know he had a morning flight. Haven't heard anything from him, so.
So he's probably been taken away by a tornado.
So if you're hearing this while you're whisked away, tweet to us. Let us know you're okay.
I guess we could do that. I mean, he does post to Twitter on vacation. And made it to Atlanta safe and sound. It's gorgeous, a.k.a. Sans Tornado.
Good. Hey. I'm very glad to hear that.
2 hours ago.
Did you know that sans is actually a French word?
Oui.
Okay. I'm just going to point out everything French everywhere now.
Yes, please.
Hey, Patrick, why can't I ever find any of my favorite French toast in France?
Burke knows that stuff.
Because French toast are like French fries. They're not really French. Right. Maybe if you ask for freedom toast, you might get some.
Okay.
Expectación is also French.
What?
That sounded Spanish.
It did.
Yeah.
Billion is also a French word.
It is?
I don't know. Billion.
Well, actually, it's very confusing because your billion is called milliard in French, but your trillion is billion in French. So it's very confusing when you transfer, you translate English to French with big numbers, which I often do when I, review my accounts.
I think that's the same thing in Spanish. Like mil is 1,000.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then millón is 1,000,000, but it's very easy to get them confused.
All right, I think I'm about ready.
Look at me remembering high school Spanish. It's all due to Patrick Beja.
Excelente.
Are you ready, Tom?
I'm ready.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yay!
Wee!
I'll start my recordings.
Yay, Jammer B.
And start recordings.
Recordings are going? All right, let's do this thing. Here it goes.
Wee.